Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Pivot of Hearts. Thank you, developer, for the code. Let's dive in and try to not press extra buttons, so skip text. Yeah. This game contains sequences of flashing lights. You can disable the effect in the options menu. I believe it's disabled. I believe. Yeah, so this is a second go at this. So I do have a save from before, but I'm starting fresh from the beginning. So let's go. Chapter 1. Old Friends. Here, my last healing spell. I've run out of mana. I appreciate it, friend. Sorry for my blunder back there. Don't worry, we can't win this fight without you anyway. Hey, I know it's important to harness the power of friendship and all, but can you give me a hand here already? It's fine. I can hold it a while longer on my own. The Archer and the Warrior desperately fend off the attacks of the gigantic creature in front of them. Finally, back in formation. Come on, we have to use that before it starts attacking again. Indeed, it would be a waste not to use it here. Alright, let me start the ritual. Master, can't you see the size of that thing? Calm down, friend. I'm here to protect us. It's ready. Unleash it. Party gives the warrior some space. She raises her sword and fixes her stance. They all hold their breath. The magister Urkel shines in power and circles the warrior. Begone, queen of slime, by the power bestowed upon me, I shall banish you to the dark world. Omni slash. Oh shit! It crashed again. It's the third time in a row now. I almost know the whole dialogue by heart already. Why did this bug have to happen at the end of such a long cutscene? I pushed myself away from the computer, and it's well past 10 o'clock. Well, I guess I'll quit for now. Lay on the back of my chair and sigh. Although there is not a single cell in my body doubting that I love developing games, times like this I honestly find myself wondering if programming was the right career choice. It makes sense. I didn't even touch this part of it makes no sense. I didn't even touch this part of the code. I scowl at the screen. Healing Quest was supposed to be a simple RPG that our indie studio started 6 months ago. It's our original take on a classic genre that scratches that itch for the good old times. Letting my arms drop beside the chair, I conclude that it's time to wrap up the remote work for today. I want to fix the bug now because tomorrow will be a busy day at the studio. We'll meet the new artist who's been hired to work on Healing Quest, and just to show how small we are, they appointed me, a programmer, as the new artist guide for the first few months. I have no idea who they are, though. I didn't even have time to skim through the resume. Hopefully they're patient enough to tolerate my humor, or rather, the lack of it. Huh? I reached for my cell phone and spotted a new message from an old friend. Barbara? Wait, I haven't seen her in a while. Excuse me. Hey Gwen, how's your lame ass doing? Very flat from sitting all day every day. And you? What color is your hair nowadays? Want to find out? I'm starting a new Castles and Champions campaign and was wondering if you wanted to play too. Castles and Champions? That sure brings me back. Been a while since I last played a tabletop RPG. Barbara is actually an excellent game master. I used to spend entire afternoons trying to escape her twisted plots. Good times. I'll start typing up an answer. Sure, sounds fun. Cool, the first session will be on Saturday, 3 p.m., my place. Awesome, got it. I set my phone down for a moment, but after some pondering, I pick it up again. So, what have you been up to? Oh, you want to know? I've been learning tarot. Tarot, huh? Figures. You've always been into mystic stuff. Did you find a mysterious book containing a deck of magic cards and accidentally unleash its power onto the world? How did you know? Anyway, shall I give you a rundown? Well... Barbara is recording a voice message. Once she gets going, there's no stopping her. Guess I have no choice but to press play. First of all, tarot reading is usually seen as a form of divination, a way of predicting the future, but actually it's more about looking deeply at the present in order to understand it. That sounds less occult than I expected. So there are 22 major arcana and 56 minor arcana, making a total of 78 cards. The minor arcana have 4 suits, just like a deck of playing cards. Actually, it seems like tarot cards were originally used to play games. By the way, do you want to know what the 4 suits mean? Enlighten me. Clubs. Very Very well. Let's talk about the suit of clubs. It's associated with the element of fire and with creative energy. So it's like that spark that initiates everything. Inspiration, passion, the sudden impulse that propels you forward. So I guess that means something like impetus. Diamonds. Alright, diamonds. As you may expect, it has to do with wealth, but it's not really about money per se. Think worldly, mundane. Humans can't just live off ideals, right? As such, its element is earth. You know how in order to harvest crops, you gotta work the field consistently every day? It's about that sort of steady effort. Got it. So steadiness, I guess. Hearts. Of course, there's the suit of hearts, which is also known as cups. A chalice filled with water, if you will, which is the element it represents. It's about those shapeless feelings that run as deep as the ocean, the bonds between peoples. Basically, the suit tells you to open your heart and face your emotions. Hearts equal emotion. You know, easy enough to remember. And spades. So there is spades, the coldest of the suits, the chilling blade of a sword. This one is associated with wind. It represents reason, knowledge, truth, and since you can't cross blades on your own, it's also about dialogue. Okay, spades, being sharp, using logic. Got it. I guess that's all of the tarot suits. For a moment, I wonder if Barbara's gonna send her a voicemail, but I see she's typing now. So now, ask the cards a question. Okay, how can I solve the Queen Slime Bug? Deep stuff, man, but fine. I'll draw a random card for you. Even though I don't believe in this stuff, my heart skips a beat in anticipation for an answer from beyond. And it's a Three of Cups. Interesting. Wow, okay. What does that mean? Good question. I haven't gone that far in my studies yet. I look away from the screen for a moment to stare at the imaginary camera that would capture my exasperated expression. I see. What? No biting comeback? You must be really tired. Why do you offer me a reading then, quack? Quack, quack. Despite how tired I am, I let a small chuckle even as I rub my forehead in pain at the lame pun. It's been a while since we had this sort of back and forth. I'll get back at you on Saturday. Be ready for some high-level comical exchanges. Roger, have a good night. Finally leave my phone on the desk and lean once more on the back of my chair. Magical card readings aside, playing an RPG would be a great change of pace. Been too focused on work. The last time I hung out with friends was months ago. In fact, how long has it been since Barbara and I became friends? 5, 7, what, 10 years now? I can't believe it was that long ago. I slide back to my computer and start browsing social networks for some long-forgotten high school pictures. It takes me a while, but soon a photo comes up on the screen. Yep, that's me, Barbara, and some other people from, apparently, a very long time ago. It's pretty funny how Barbara and I still talk to each other after all that time. I guess we kept sharing the same nerdy interests, such as tabletop RPGs. The other two, however... Yeah, there's some people I haven't talked to in a very, very long time. God, I'm getting old. Turn off the computer and proceed with my daily pre-bed routine of brushing my teeth, putting on pajamas, and contemplating the emptiness of life. 10 minutes later, I'm lying face down and trying really hard not to think about that damn bug and healing quest. Make an effort to think about the upcoming campaign instead. That's when I wonder, who else did she invite to the table? Could there be anyone I know? Nah, even if there were, it's been so long that we're probably different people altogether. We were just a bunch of stupid kids. And some things are better left in the past anyway. But I guess things could have also gone differently. Was there even a right choice back then? I was more exhausted than I am right now, as if all my mana had been running on the fumes for a long time. Head pounding, legs numbing, stomach growling, but I barely felt any of it. My thoughts kept going back and forth between solving the math problem in front of me and figuring out how much time I had left. Finish this worksheet, drop by the library, return the books that were due today, borrow the other one, and then rush to meet Nina. Shit, I'm already late. I have to get going. The worksheet will just have to remain incomplete. I ran my books and pencil case into my backpack and quickly zip it up. Ready to get up from my desk when the classroom door suddenly opens. When? I'm not really sure how exactly it happened. I guess my keychain got stuck on something as I tried to sling my backpack over my shoulder. Maybe I just lost my balance from being caught off guard. All I know is the next second I'm on the floor and my bag's contents have spilled all over. Worksheets, textbooks, binders, pencils, and a set of dice. Crap. In the days I leaned forward, began gathering my scattered items. Gwen, are you okay? I look up to see my friend's old friend's hand extended towards me. Considering how mad she got the last time we talked, this gesture is definitely a surprise. Yeah, of course, I just tripped. Hesitantly, I accept her hand, but the moment I put my weight on my left foot, I stagger and almost fall back down. Thankfully, she firmly gripped my elbows, keeping me steady. I forgot how strong she was. Oh, I guess my foot fell asleep. Sorry, I'll just... Jeez, Gwen. Her voice comes out startlingly loud, resounding through the empty classroom. You had to take care of yourself. I wince at her words, but can't bring myself to say anything back. My head hurts, I'm hungry, it feels like 1,000 needles are pricking at my leg from every angle. Now my friend's strengthening grip on my elbows makes me aware of a new, unfamiliar pain spreading from my neck to the tips of my fingers. I'm doing my best. The voice comes out no more than a whisper, and I'm not sure if she even heard me. Perhaps that's for the best. Still, she pulls me up once again. Can you stand? I tap my foot on the floor a few times, making sure it responds to the stimulus. Sighing in relief, she lets go of me and crouches down to pick up some of my fallen books. I bend down and follow suit, gathering the worksheets that flew all over. After a few moments of awkward silence, she speaks up. By the way, I'm sorry I snapped at you yesterday. That was unexpected. It's okay, really. We're cool. The clock's ticking feels louder by the minute, and a new wave of anxiety reminds me to hurry to my after-school commitment. My friend moves farther away to pick up the dice that's scattered across the classroom. The dice. Another reminder of an unfulfilled promise. Wow, they sure landed far. If we were playing with Barbara, these rolls would all count as ones. I chuckle at that. You're right. She's strict about that, but has no qualms about chucking dice at people. You're right about that. Look, a natural 20. The atmosphere surrounding us suddenly feels a lot less heavy. Lucky me. She picks up the die and brings it back to me, a look of resolve on her face. It's been a while. Think you'll be able to make it today? I gulp. Try to look away from her steady gaze, and my eyes land on the clock. Ticking is so loud now, I can't even hear my thoughts. Take the die back and shut it in its box, effectively turning away from her as I answer. I don't think so. Really? Again? Yeah, sorry. Someone's waiting for me. I can't be late. Already late. I can't afford to waste any more time. Finally, I zip up my bag and lurch towards the door. But a hand grabs my wrist and holds me in place. I just wanted to know if there's anything wrong. No, there's nothing wrong. There's a lot wrong, actually. For one, when did I start feeling so guilty just talking to one of my best friends? Are you sure? Because I've actually been trying to talk to you for weeks, you know? Ouch, she was right. I knew she was, but still. I guess... Is it logic? Blame it on upcoming exams. We were in our 3rd year of high school after all. College entrance exams were always looming over us. You know how it is. Finals are around the corner, not to mention all the admission tests. I really have to focus on studying right now. I was sure it would work. Logically speaking, this was the best answer. That's the same thing you told me the last 2 times. Or so I thought. I guess... I'll stand my ground. I know my priorities. I'm determined to stick with them. Dropping the ball was not an option. I was sure that my steady effort would eventually pay off. Look, today really is no good. She doesn't seem satisfied, so I add. We can talk tomorrow, okay? After classes? Tomorrow I have rehearsal, remember? Alas, that was not an option. Guess... I'll make a run for it. Remind myself of the very reason why I was in a rush. Nina. That was the impetus necessary. All the impetus necessary to get me going. Sorry, I'll catch you later. I twist my wrist, pulling away from her grip, and head for the door. Surely this will have consequences, but my mind is elsewhere right now. However, she's much more agile than me and quickly circles around, blocking my way. You're never really here anymore. Ouch. It'll only be a couple of minutes. Can't you spare that much? You're right. I'm sorry to have left you hanging like that. In the end, when I thought about how she must have felt, I knew I had to give in. You did leave me hanging. A lot. I'm glad we can finally talk. My friend stares intently into my eyes before asking, has anything happened to Nina? Is it that obvious? No, she's fine. In fact, she's waiting. If everything's fine, why have you and I been talking less and less to each other? Which, again, she had a good point. Me and Barbara used to hang out every other day. But things weren't so simple. If only I could explain it. It's just... I really can't say the truth is. I do not have. I think that's just in your head. We're okay, it's fine, really. In the end, I had no idea what she wanted me to say, and I didn't want to let anyone down. Try to smile and sound as confident as I could, despite the burning doubts consuming me from inside. I could feel her expectations being thrown out as she sighed in disappointment. I'd hope you'd at least be honest with me. In the end, the past cannot be changed. I was too young to even understand the situation I was in. Another day at work. I've been feeling pretty burned out lately, but these home office days helped improve my mood. The news of a new tabletop RPG campaign starting this weekend. Anyway, our studio is quite small and young-lived. After a few attempts at making mobile games, we managed to release a successful one that keeps us running nowadays. It was a very compelling clicker game about bunnies. Even I had to stop myself from playing it after 2 months of intense bunny civilization grinding. Anyway, now we have some money to spare. We're able to invest our time and effort into games with more creative freedom. And so, Healing Quest came into being. Good morning, Wen. Oh, hey, morning, Via. Yo, Wen, my dude, have you heard? Heard what? Sure, it's fine to have a little chat before diving right into work. The new hire, they're coming in today, right? Yep, I don't know anything about them, though. Anna from the art team was raving about it. And it'll definitely be a load off her back to have one more person on board. Yeah, but that's not all. Seems she's been following their work for quite a while. Oh, you're in the know. Give me the deets. Augusta slides his chair over to our side of the desk. Is the girl? Is she cute? It gives him a knowing look and sighs. All I know is that their work is, and I quote, nostalgic but also so alive. Just what we need. So try not to scare them away, alright? Me, I'm so friendly though. When's the one they should watch that scowl? So cold. I'm in power saving mode. Aha, I have a 2 now. That said, I unintentionally crack a smile at the programming team's morning banter. Makes me feel like some of my worries are not that bad after all. However, one glance at the glitch screen of Healing Quest brings me back to the harsh reality of work. Hey, Wen, I just found another bug. I feel my veins twitching on my forehead. Is it game breaking? Because I'm still working on that Queen Slime Crush. No, just some matter physics work, so I'll put it on the backlog. I struggle not to look at the whiteboard with the backlog cards. Every time I glance at that pile of work, I feel my heart skipping a beat. As my colleague returns to her desk, I whisper to myself, focus, Wen. Focus. Spend some time tracking down the Queen Slime bug. Before I know it, it's already time for the meeting with the new artist. I'm expected to grade them at room 3, if I recall clearly. Hey, Wen, take a seat. Caua. I feel like I had this debate before. Caua? Caua? Caua should be here shortly. I do as I'm told. As soon as I land my butt on the chair, the project manager starts with its usual talk. It's so nice that we're spending our team. We can finally make bigger games. With even more passion. You remember how it was when we started, right, Quentin? You've been here since the beginning, after all. I feel like I had this conversation 10 times already. Yeah, sure. Hard times. I remember when Too Short knocks on the door. There we go. I can kind of pick up on my desk. It's Too Short knocks on the door and interrupt me. It's the newcomer. Thank God. I like him already. A slim and tall guy walks into the room. His stylish looks give him a strong designer vibe. Hey, Caua! Welcome! Have a seat as well. This is Andre Wenjian, but we all call him Wen. He's our lead programmer, one of our oldest employees around. Oh, hey. Excuse me. Approaches me and extends his hand. After giving me a firm handshake, he says, Nice to meet you, Wen. I heard you're gonna show me around the studio today, is that right? Sure, I'll show you around. Nice to meet you too, and sure, I'll show you around. Feel free to ask me anything. Things can be overwhelming at first. Oh, cool. Thank you. Here's some advice. The blue chairs are the oldest, so avoid them for your back's sake. Hey, all our chairs are top quality. Chico protests, and the sudden movement makes the back of his chair propel him forward. I'll keep an eye out. We talk about some boring office stuff, and then 10 minutes later I'm touring him around their workspace. And this here is your visual management board. I feel a piercing pain in my chest. I fail to avoid looking at the backlog task list. Now that's a long backlog. A second pain crosses through my veins. I visibly flinch. Yeah, I suppose? I quickly take him to the artist section to avoid further questioning. And last but not least, this is where you'll be working. Anna and Beto will be your teammates. The artist section consists of 2 joint desks where 2 pairs of people can seat across from each other. Anna and Beto are bent over their drawing tablets. They stop to stretch and exchange greetings with their new lead artist. Before I know it, they're already discussing Healing Quest art style. Oh my gosh, the pixel art in this game is so cute. It's so heartwarming and nostalgic. I remember staring at the screen for hours when playing my favorite RPGs to try and reproduce the characters and monster sprites pixel by pixel on the computer. Anna and Beto chuckle along with Caua as they exchange stories about their career's origins. I see this as my cue to end the tour and swiftly leave them talking. I go back to my desk to squeeze in some work before the next meeting. As I go about the other meetings of the day, I keep seeing the artists talking and laughing warmly. I'm very impressed by how fast Caua befriended them, considering he's effectively their new boss. It's not that simple to start a hierarchically bound relationship like that. Maybe it just makes people feel comfortable around him? Guess we'll find out. Home sweet home, or something like that. These days have been so hectic, I barely had time to clean my place. It's gotten to a point where Queen Slime might sprout out of a corner. I shudder at the thought and begin picking up and folding some shirts. Pull open a drawer to stuff them into, but realize it's already overflowing with haphazardly thrown in pieces of clothing. And when did it get this bad? Am I becoming a workaholic? Sighing, I kneel down and start pulling out the messy shirts to fold it properly. Just think of this as Tetris, Wen. You'll be done in no time. This takes me back. It's an old t-shirt in front of me. I hold an old t-shirt in front of me. The washed-out image of the group of armor-clad heroes was from my favorite cartoon as a kid. It fills me with nostalgia. It was a birthday gift from my high school days. If I'm not mistaken, the day I got this. Move over to my PC and quickly look for the old photo I had uncovered the other day. Yep, I got the shirt from her that day. I haven't worn it in years, but the attachment still lingers, despite the fact it's been years since we last talked. Rebra, who was trying really hard to put cat ears in my head back then, and on the other hand keeps popping up and dragging me into human interaction to this day. I suppose I'm grateful to her since I tend to not seek out other people too often. The kind of guy who stays in his lane. I'm told that's why I'm single now, but I did have a girlfriend back then. To this day, I'm not sure how it all started or why it ended. All I have left are a few fond memories and a nagging sense of failure. I was supposed to be cleaning my room and getting some sleep, so why am I taking a stroll down memory lane all of a sudden? Get up and start folding clothes again. There's no need to get all wistful now of all times. Besides, the RPG session is coming up. Sound like my days of hanging out with friends are in the past. Woohoo! 2 cards! That's right. I hope the new RPG campaign is just beginning. I miss having fun with people. Yesterday's cheerful chatter about game sprites echoes in my mind. I bet someone sociable like Caua has no problem keeping up with a bunch of people. I grumbled to myself as I shut the drawer, now only slightly less messy than before, and decide that is enough for today. Time to get some sleep. It's been one hell of a week, but thanks to Caua, we've made significant progress with the visual aspects of the game. Well, it's finally Friday, time to go home and get some rest. I start packing my things. When? Where do you think you're going? Home? No way, it's Friday. We're gonna hit the bar. We gotta welcome Caua into the team, make him feel feel at home. Look around the office and there's an energetic group gathered around Caua. He seems to be getting along with everyone already. I don't think me being there will make any difference. Come on, Matt. We haven't had a drink in so long. I'll meet you there. I just gotta get my stuff. Okay, don't run away. Seems satisfied and I'm left alone. Let's finish shoving everything into my backpack. I realize I haven't washed my mug yet. Try to sneak past the group to get to the small office kitchen, but Caua notices. I smile sheepishly. See you at the bar. No escaping now? Yeah, sure. I'm just gonna wash this. Guess I'm going to the happy hour. I wish it could actually be nice to have a chat with Caua. He was a big help this week and had some cool ideas. But I doubt I get a moment of his time. Yep, as expected. As I sip on some beers, most of the team is hanging around Caua, asking him all sorts of questions, laughing, refilling his glass. He blends in just fine. Yo, Caua, you were the art director on Nap Time Scare, right? Yeah, team was amazing there too. The animations were so well done. I was impressed. Awesome. Do you know Zay? He's like my bro. Yeah, I remember he was super into that robots anime. Yeah, that guy never changes. They make you listen to all his theories. Charismatic people really are something else. I was one of the people who started building our studio, and despite the seniority, I have a hard time talking to a lot of people in the office. Even though I know the project and the show they're talking about, it doesn't feel right to join in. I'd love to get my mind off the endless backlog, though. So focused on today, I forgot about my afternoon snack. Reach for the plastic menu next to Augusto. Remember that game jam when Anna fell asleep on the keyboard and typed like 1,000 lines? Oh yeah, and the Nacho Rita thing? Oh my god, how could I forget that? I have an understanding of the inside jokes that they were mentioning, but Caua has no idea what they're talking about. I glad to him trying to learn how an extrovert deals with these situations. My surprise, he's just holding his empty glass and awkwardly laughing a little. Everyone's too engrossed and reminiscing at the moment. I guess if even he can be at a loss, I'll go answer him. Waving the menu in the air slightly, I try to catch his attention. Hey, Caua, want some food? He brightens as soon as he hears that. Looking relieved, he sneaks out of his seat and joins my side of the table. The rest of the team is still fired up about whatever happened at the game jam 2 years ago. Thanks, man. I was getting hungry. Same. I'm pretty weak with alcohol, so I gotta eat. Wanna share some fries? Hell yes! No, I'm craving some fried polenta. That's even better. Last time I ordered polenta instead of fries, my pals berated me for it. This guy's alright. He calls out to the waiter in a friendly voice. Excuse me, Chief. Could we have a big portion of fried polenta? And glances at the empty bottle on the table and then looks at me, awaiting approval. I nod. And another beer, please. Sure thing. Caua leans back on his chair and places his phone on the table. I can't help but notice something familiar about the strap hanging from it. It's a helmet shaped like a dragon's head. Could be. Hey, is that from Warriors of the Horoscope? Oh, there is. Caua picks up the phone and lets the strap hang between us, showing off the detailed charm attached to it. Sure is. I'm a huge fan, even now. Really? Me too. Caua rolls the little helmet between his fingers. This guy was my hero growing up. He always had everyone's backs. Yeah, he was cooler than the main guy anyway. That's what I always say. You know that arc when... Suddenly a beer bottle and a tray of fried polenta appear in front of us. Here you go. Thanks. Caua fills up our glasses and holds his up with a smile. To childhood obsessions we can't outgrow. We make games after all. Gotta keep your inner kid alive. We clink our glasses together and cheers. Lightly hit them against the edge of the bottle and drink. Huh, this is the same cheap beer I was having before. Somehow it tastes nicer. We both reach for the sticks of polenta and shove them into our mouths, munching hungrily. It sure has been a while since I had this. I can't help mumbling with my mouth full. Polenta was a good call. Caua closes his eyes and nods enthusiastically, savoring the taste. Right? I just can't help myself. I keep grabbing more polenta and washing down with a beer in an endless cycle interrupted only by my need to talk about my favorite cartoon. We keep on discussing what was the most intense battle, the craziest moves, some questionable adaptations. Surprised at how easy this is. I'm kind of having a great time. By the way, I have no idea what time it is now. Yo, Wen! What you doing? I realize I'm standing up, precariously balancing myself on one leg while undulating my arms like wings, imitating the Swan Warrior's signature move. All that while holding my cup of beer. It's not that bad though. Caua is striking an equally dramatic pose. Eyes closed, stance wide, one fist thrown up in the air. At least he hasn't lost his shirt into it, like an accurate reenactment of the dragon attack would require. We're just having an important conversation. Try to regain my balance. I don't see you like this often. Come on, man, I need your help. Grabs my wrist and drags me into the bar. What the? Well, maybe I'll order more polenta at the counter. Sure is crowded in here, though. Augusto places me next to the TV and puts something in my hand. He takes a couple steps away and starts waving his hands in the air from side to side. A familiar, tacky melody reaches my ears. I was going to see if what's on the old CRT TV would give me any hints as to what's going on. Oh no. At the same time as my brain processes that the words on the screen are lyrics, I realize I'm holding a microphone. It's that song. That one song you can't escape from if you step into a karaoke in this country. The one people sing loudly, drunkenly, cathartically. Is it that relatable? The guy in the song talks about his fear of surrendering, his attempts to deny his love and hide it away, but knows it's all for nothing because in the end, he can't lie to his heart and all he wants is to be loved back. Yeah, that one. Pretty typical serotonin stuff. I'm gonna butcher the Portuguese, I'm sorry. As I mused about the cheesy lyrics, I noticed something on the screen. The words! They are changing color! The intros ended and the whole bar is staring at me, expecting a sincere performance. Shit. Look around like a deer in the headlights. I can't sing in public, let alone this lame song. I think about dashing off, but the bar is crowded and the mic is in my hands. I don't know what to do with it, and the lame melody keeps on playing, and I want to die. I feel a hand on my shoulder, and suddenly actual lyrics reach my ears. I'm afraid of giving you my heart. Well, this definitely isn't me singing. Just grab the other mic and taking the stage by my side. He struggles a little to join in partway through, but his voice still booms with enthusiasm. He glances at me with a strange smile, a bit embarrassed, but determined to see this through. Caua, to think you'd sacrifice yourself for me like this, I won't let it be in vain. Swallowing my fear, I join him in the chorus and sing with all my energy, regaining the strange confidence I found earlier while chatting with him. Feeling our enthusiasm, the crowd joins in wholeheartedly until the song reaches its long final note and the sound of clapping takes over everything. By then, I'm breathing heavily and sweating like hell. Caua is in a similar state. While still gasping for air, he extends a friendly fist towards me. Thanks. I bumped my fist against his. We hand the mics to the next people in line and squeeze through the bar, but not before I send Augusto a deadly glare and mouth my plan to destroy him later. I don't think he gets the message. Either way, I'm more eager to feel the outside air than to get my revenge now. Caua leans against the wall, panting a little. As soon as he catches his breath, he starts laughing. Such a light, honest laugh. That sound, combined with the night breeze, makes my flushed face go back to normal. I can breathe again. Next time, let's sing the opening theme, you know, unicorn illusion. My pre-programmed answer to this would obviously be no way, but something overrides this, and what comes out of my mouth is, sure. Ugh. I think we'll wake up for this new, fresh game of Castles and Champions next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe, maybe click the bell for notifications. Also be sure to check out the description below, various links, social media, Discord. Come hang out, get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!